So, fellas, now I got a real question. I know the Buckeye fans are going to love this one, but what is your favorite memory overall about playing that team up north, about playing Michigan? And I'll start. For me, it's 4-0. That is one thing that I will take with me forever. I played at Ohio State for 4 years. We won 4 times in a row. They weren't easy battles, but we were able to get them. And that's a point of pride, obviously, among this group because, not every group of Buckeyes can say that they did that. Few of us in here can, but also just like the embodiment of what it means to be a warrior comes out in that game because we had chippy games, we had tight games. Tyvis, you had the one with the interception to steal it at the end. So we had games that were blowouts. I remember going up there 2015, Jim Harbaugh's first year, and we beat the brakes off of them after we lost to Michigan State. And that was a top 10 matchup. We weren't supposed to do that. But to be able to enjoy all those stories, beating them 4 times, 4 different ways is something I'll never forget. Michael, what about you?
For me, my favorite moment from any Michigan game was Tyvis's interception. Now, just
I appreciate that, Mike.
The atmosphere around the Michigan game every year, I don't know if you're ever going to feel something like that again. I mean, you walking around campus and all the M's on every sign are crossed out and just everybody's getting behind it, and then you got that damn song playing in the freaking and the whole atmosphere is incredible. But when Tyvis was able to seal that win, I mean, especially that year, we thought we were going to go win the national championship after that. But still, that was such a big moment, a tough game in that stadium and with their fans. And I'm a petty guy, so there's no better feeling than beating a rival at their home court because those fans, man, that just feels it's just nice. It's just especially Michigan, and to go out like that, that's so nice.
Definitely. Evan, why don't you give us your moment?
I'm going to pull from that same game, right? I mean, a lot of my feelings are shared, to be able to go up there and I have a relative past, et cetera, don't need to bore folks there, but I grew up going and seeing, the Coop days where we weren't as successful, right? So, I mean, I wasn't 4-0, but 3-1 and still proud of it. Again, the general, hey guys, Tyvis, Mike, we're not losing this game. What do you guys need from us, right? And vice versa, and we got it done. All of those memories and all of those stories, I cherish those because it was just literally only us on the sideline. That was all that was needed ever. And to be able to do that up there in the biggest environment, the biggest time at the end of the season was awesome for me in 13, and it was awesome the other 4 times we got to play him too.
I love that. I know, JT, you've got some really special memories from playing that team up north.
Yeah. Shoot, I remember my first year watching Tyvis catch the pick and then look, I remember that. I was on the sideline as a young punk. I was like, this is crazy right now. But I only bring up that point because I remember Kenny G. So Kenny Guy was telling us, he was telling us, we was at the big house, and he was like, man, this place get packed. And I remember walking out there to warm up. And, young and dumb, I'm walking out there, and I'm like, man, it don't even look that big because of how, it sits. It's that big bowl, right? And I remember coming out to, actually as a team when we warm up, and I was like, yo, where all these people come from? So I remember that is one of my, first memories with the team up north. But so that 2014 season, y'all were there, and we were there for a little bit for 15. But mine was that 2016 season when we played Tim North, that 2 versus 3, and Curtis had that run in.
Oh yeah.
I don't think I was so crazy because on offense we were just struggling that whole game, and we were trying to move the ball. They were a top 10. I think they were number 1 defense in the country that year.
Yeah.
And it was just such a battle. I don't think we was really supposed to win that game. Our defense was amazing that year, with all the DBs we had, and Raekwon was rolling this, so it was crazy at that time. But it was different because in that game it was we could have messed that one up, and that's how we could have won that in regulation, but we had to kick a field goal, and my guy just missed the field goal before that. So we was already a little nervous. So it was just like, I don't know. It was one of those things where it was just so like, we could have lost. And I think that was so crazy because in the games before, it was no doubt. Like, obviously, it was just like, we gonna beat these dudes. But that game, it was like we gave them a sliver of hope, and they almost took it. And, that was a crazy day for the Buck, for sure.
Mm-hmm. All right, Tyvis Powell, Wolverine killer. Yeah.
Come on. I mean, for me, like, it's kind of like what JT said. Like, I grew up watching it, so like to finally play in it for me was like, man, this is crazy. But like 2012, like I was redshirted, so I didn't get to play. But that's when they had who was the quarterback? That was the fast.
Shoelace.
Denard.
Denard. Yeah, Denard. They had
broke my ankle so many times.
Yeah. They had Denard.
I've seen a couple of y'all out there.
And the fact that he was just hollering, I'm like, yo, like they really like it's really like that. Like it's beef. Like this is serious. Like, wow. And I remember my boy CB was spazzing on the sideline. Like, I told him. I was like, oh, hey, brother. So the next year, I'm playing it, and I'm thinking, all I could think about was how crazy CB was. And in my mind, I was like, hold on. I'm on some CB stuff. Like, forget this. Like, they got to feel it this year. Like, they got to feel it. And I just remember that, like, it just literally went, like how crazy I thought it was, like with the fight going out, then Marcus all flicking the crowd. I'm like, bro, that's right. And on top of that, I don't even think they record wasn't even good that year. So I'm like, bro, the records really don't mean nothing. Like it's beef. Like we don't like them. They really don't like us like that. It's really like that. And I mean, just the way to end, I mean, it was just like something that you dream about. Like you go to every night as a kid, you dream about making that play that makes the game or that game-winning catch or something like that, and for it to come true. For me, it wasn't even like I didn't even understand it. Like at the time, like I just remember trying to make a play. Like we got to get a stop. And it didn't hit me until after the game when the reporters wanted to talk to me that like I said, the media didn't want to speak to me all season. After that game, so I was like, man, I must have really did so. So yeah, for me, like it was that. It was bugging. So from that moment on, man, it's just like I ain't got no love for him, man. Even in the league, when I meet people from there, I just look at them like you make poor life decisions. Like why would you even go there? Like, what was you thinking?
Exactly.
Like if it was your only offer, like I understand. But like if you had choices, like man, you really dropped the ball on this one. But like that's just how I think. Like so it's engraved in me. Like I don't even wear blue. Like I can't even wear blue. Like it's sad how much it really like has impacted my life, and I haven't realized it till like now that I've been out of college for so long. I'm like, man, like it's really they brainwashed me at Ohio State. Like, I really don't like them. And it's some of the coolest people. Like they be cool, but I'm just like, man, I just can't trust you, bro. Like if you get in a tough situation, man, I don't know if you're gonna come through for me. Like I don't know. It's sad that I'm thinking like this, though.
No, but that's how deep the rivalry runs, though. And I appreciate everybody sharing their memories and sharing some honest stories. I feel like obviously we got some good laughs out of that. But if y'all watch this and you can't take away the fact that this rivalry runs deep and there's a lot of pride in being a Buckeye, then you're probably watching the wrong program. So I appreciate you fellas sharing. I really appreciate the brotherhood that exists around here too, and I'm hoping to hear from y'all soon.